Hello and welcome to FD TV. In this episode, we have come to HR Tech World Congress in London, where we'll be speaking with a number of executives at Worx. We'll be talking to them about their thoughts of the event, as well as the biggest industry developments in 2017. What do you think are going to be the biggest trends within the industry in 2017?
Certainly I've seen a real tendency for product providers to focus quite heavily on predictive analytics. We've been quite familiar with analytic propositions for the last sort of 5 or 6 years now, but really the ability to look at business data and to work out what's going to happen next, predicting things like levers, hires, recruitment trends, to really help drive a business in terms of its mechanics, I think is going to be a real feature for the marketplace this year.
I still think that the moving to the cloud of all the HR and payroll software is very important because it enables more outsourcing.
At the show, even if you look around now, you'll see lots of early developments around Internet of Things, around artificial intelligence, and even more in analytics. Fundamentally, what you're really seeing is maturing of HR solutions that actually capture data easily for employees. And in our payroll world, that means that the quality of the data coming to us will be much, much better, which means our delivery of payroll quality is going to be so much higher.
In your conversations with the people that are attending the show this year, what are the biggest challenges that they're looking to address when it comes to HR and payroll?
There's one challenge that really is the most important where people talk about is compliancy. That's compliancy in legislation locally, but also on a European level, given the new data protection law. And it's also compliancy of data flowing from one system, mostly an HR system, into another system. So compliancy really is what I hear the most.
I think the biggest challenge is the number of systems that they probably have to use to deliver HR and payroll, especially thinking about global workforces, often maybe 20 or 30 different providers. It's a real challenge both from an IT, from a compliance point of view and a day-to-day operations point of view to maintain all the knowledge and all the systems and all the connections required to drive that kind of operational model. So certainly the trend is really about moving towards how do we rationalize that supplier base, how do we really streamline our processes, and how do we ultimately deliver value for our employees and our business.
So what would you say to payroll and HR professionals that are looking to build a business case for better payroll and HR?
Okay. That's actually a really tough thing to do because often value is perceived and indeed executed at very different levels in organisations. I suppose the first place I would say is really focus on the financial imperatives. So what are the actual objectives? Is it about reducing cost or is it about increasing value? And secondly, I would really focus on efficiency and developing efficiency in process, because often reaching an efficiency goal has some very, very tangible financial goals as well. And then finally, I would really focus on the experience that you want to provide for employees. Certainly some recent studies suggest that the level of engagement of an employee is directly attributed to their engagement with the business, but also through technology. And we all know about the cost of attrition and how much it costs to rehire employees. So there's a very, very direct contribution to the business case just focusing on these small factors.
I really think that's, sorry for speaking about Worx, but I'm sure that a company like us are able to provide technology and services which provide them the good solutions, the good answers, and also more efficiency, more compliance on the market, in their local countries, and also in a very good way, what I will name it, TCO. That means efficiency will generate more money, more saving, in fact.
Okay, it's really difficult. If you're an HR director, the last thing you kind of want to do is replace a payroll system. It's quite difficult to justify. It can cost a lot of money. So really there's three things when you're talking at a board level. One is that you're going to improve peace of mind for a finance director who doesn't have to worry about payroll. Finance directors are also going to get better control of costs from a very modern outsourced payroll solution, yeah? But probably the key one, and you'll hear it in the industry today and all around the room in the exhibition centre, is about improving the employee experience. And that's really important right now. There's a real cachet around improving the employee experience. And very modern payroll vendors like SD Worx are doing just that for clients right now.